amazing. I got everything out of here and I still have to like slither around shit. All I do is move stuff around and it's still in the way.
Well, there's one thing you can't lose, and it's that feel. Your pants, your shirt, your shoes, but not that feel. You can throw it out in the rain, you can whip it like a dog, you can chop it down like an old dead tree. You can always see it when you're coming into town. Once you hang it on the wall, you can never take it down. But there's one thing you can't do, is lose that feel. You can pawn your watch and chain, but not that feel. It always comes and finds you, will always hear you cry. I cross my wooden leg, and I swear on my glass eye, it will never leave you high and dry, it will never leave you loose. It's harder to get rid of than tattoos. Yeah, there's one thing you can't do, is lose that feel. You can throw it off a bridge, you can lose it in a fire, you can leave it at the altar, but it will always make you out of line. You can fall down in the street, you can leave it in the lurch. Some say that it's gospel, but I know that it's only church. Yeah, there's one thing you can't lose, and it's that feel. It's that feel.
That was just for fun. That feel, which I need to get on that second song, huh? The Sound and Vision. But I'm so happy. I've been wanting to be able to play that for so long. Those are sixths. I've come to learn. God, I was close. I see. That's where the not having formal training hurts you, because I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm doing, I'm just stuck in like, oh, is it E or E minor? So I was around where it goes on, but not doing anything like that. You just don't. That's what hurts you with the lack of the formal training is, you're still gonna you just get caught. There's so many fingerings or something. And for me, it's so obvious, but you gotta be seeing somebody do it. Yeah, you go and see them live and you can see it and you get a better idea. I guess I could have looked at a video.
About sound and vision.
Good. Tom Waits. It sucked having to look over at the words a little bit. I should know that one by now, that feel. But I think I had mentioned before, that was the first Tom Waits song. I remember I'd probably delivering pizzas or something, but I was on Route 1 in Foxborough, Mass, right near Mike's Truck Stop. At that little restaurant that was on the corner there. Le Soleil, I think it was, or something. Never, ever went in there. Drove by it a million times. But I just remember being right there, and there was some radio program on about Tom Waits, and they played that song came on, and it was just, couldn't have picked a better song for me to hear for the first Tom Waits song. Just this cool, slow. Well, there's one thing you can't lose. And then come to find out Keith Richards playing the guitar on it. Then I bought the first album I got, that was from Bone Machine, which was new at the time. But then I went out and bought Small Change. I don't know, I'm curious to see, and I probably may have the receipt for the CD, to know if I had that before, because it's two different eras. The Small Change Tom Waits is The Piano Has Been Drinking. That was the first song I heard on that album, because I put it on shuffle. Not me. But that's like the lounge Tom Waits, like basically all his albums up through. And there was a slight, he did this soundtrack to like One from the Heart or something. Some big flop. But Tom Waits, that was like the first, that was an album where he was still doing the lounge sort of guy, but he did a couple songs that kind of hinted at the big album that I think he did next was Swordfish Trombones, and that's when it was went nuts. Some people couldn't handle that shit. Thankfully, I was right in on that. And that's like where he's using found sounds, like banging on fucking hubcaps and shit, and playing toy pianos, and just using weird instrumentation and just weird scales and stuff, weird vocals and stuff. It's interesting, but the song Shore Leave is one of the greatest songs ever. Might actually be like that. I wasn't actually intending to. It's like, just listen to it. Shore Leave. Swordfish Trombones is the album Tom Waits. But the whole thing, that's a great album. Then Rain Dogs came next. And then he did his Frank's Wild Years. One of the characters he created was Frank, and then he did a couple albums based on that, which were still great. Like I'll Take Manhattan. He did all those songs, and I haven't listened to those in a long time. Listen to Tom Waits. I'm still trying to make my way. He put out